What's going on, folks? Rick here, back with another video, and I kind of wanted to go over my thoughts on how BlackBerry killed the Note. And bear with me, we'll go over that a little bit later on in the video. But just wanted to give you guys some quick updates in regards to my thoughts on the Note 5. Now, I have been seeing a lot of tech reviewers out there with the Note 5. And there's one thing I can't stand. I can't stand biased tech reviewers. Now, some low-budget tech reviewers are out there, and they're making videos because they're purchasing the Note 5 to be their daily driver. So they have that bias. They really want that phone to be good. They really want it to be beautiful and perfect and have excellent battery life and no lag, and it's just not the case. Now, let's face some facts. The Note 5, if you're just looking at it from a complete, unbiased, complete, never looking at the Galaxy S6 review, it's a beautiful phone. It's gorgeous. But the whole point of the Note lineup was it was the one phone that Samsung comes out with every year that blows every other Samsung phone out the water in regards to tech, innovation, design. All those check marks have to be checked off for it to be considered a Note. Now, I understand a lot of people are upset that it has no removable battery and no micro SD card expansion. And in addition to that, it has the same exact display as the Note 4 had. The same exact camera with a few little tweaks to it. The cameras are virtually identical. But regardless of that, I could really go off on a lot of things that the new Note has, and then the new Note doesn't have or has, but the Note 4 had. So realistically, when you want to check off the box for innovation, there really is no outstanding innovation with the Note 5. The only thing they came up with was a Periscope type live broadcast feed, which you could download third-party apps to do the same exact thing. And they came up with new fast technology for wireless charging. Now, it's not as fast charging that is wired, but it is about 30% faster than the normal wireless charging standard, which, to be honest with you, is not hitting any home runs. And then let's not forget design. The design of the phone is exactly the same as the Galaxy S6. There is no difference in design, with the exception of a little curvature on the back glass panel, but really nothing significantly different than in the Galaxy S6 design. So the Note lineup was always known, one, obviously, for having the bigger screen, two, pushing the envelope of innovation, and three, having its own look. You know what I mean? It has that professional, business professional look to it. It had that faux leather, whether it was the Note 4 or the Note 3 with the faux leather stitching on it. Very high class looking, very professional, and it had the top-notch specs in it, whether it was RAM, the camera, the S Pen functionality, and all the things you were able to do with it, because it was catered to the business professional, the people that are out there, working. They need to use their phone for work, and they live by their phone. That was the whole point of having the Note. So now I'm going to get into why the BlackBerry realistically killed the Note brand. And let's go back a few years. If you want to go back a few years, the BlackBerry company dominated the business professional market. Everyone that was a doctor or a lawyer, any business professional had a BlackBerry. Everyone lived and died by the BlackBerry. Nobody was using Samsungs or Galaxies. If you were a business professional, everyone wanted the BlackBerry. Everyone wanted the functionality, the encryption, the QWERTY keyboard, and all the things that you could do on a BlackBerry that you weren't able to do on the Note. So to combat that trend, Samsung came out with a lot of the same functionalities that the BlackBerry had and try to take that market away from BlackBerry. In essence, they went and they did all kinds of things catering towards the business professional, and that's where the Note lineup really just like flourished and blossomed, because they were catering to that business BlackBerry professional crowd. And then once they did so, they actually, I believe, with the Note 3 and then continuing that with the Note 4, really took the crown, partly because of them really focusing the Note brand towards that business professional, and all the PDF support and all the things that you can do and copy and paste and select small portions with the S Pen, and all these things really drove a lot of people away from BlackBerry and towards the Note. However, BlackBerry in itself, with its lack of leadership, with their lackluster phones, with their own operating system, it was inevitable that BlackBerry was going to go under. And basically, BlackBerry is barely a blip on the radar. It's barely afloat as a company. And at this point, Samsung does not have that competition. So by Samsung not having that competition from BlackBerry, it really left them lax, where they weren't really fighting for that top slot anymore. They weren't trying to be, outdo BlackBerry and coming from behind as the underdog as they were to try to take that crown. With BlackBerry going under, and with BlackBerry making, piss poor phones, they just let the Note lineup die, because realistically, there is no more Note. It's realistically a Galaxy S6 Plus, a Galaxy S6 large edition with a stylus. There really is nothing that's left with the Note. It's the Note was known for all the things I mentioned before. So now, without having that competition, without having that heat of the moment, are we gonna take BlackBerry away from the top slot? They don't have that anymore. So they could just do whatever they want. And it's just typical Samsung. And just like with the S5, everybody after the S4 came out was begging Samsung to come out with a premium design, whether it was glass. Most people were opting for the metal. And they were teasing as if they were going to do so. There was a lot of teases around it. And then they just came out with the ugliest phone, plastic build, disgusting looking Band-Aid type phone. It was just horrible, the worst design. And Samsung took such a hit, maybe not completely because the Galaxy S5, but it had a lot to do with it. Took such a hit in their stock price, in the amount of units that were sold. A lot of people jumped ship and went to iPhone or other companies, HTC. And at that point, Samsung really dropped the ball. And it's only because of that you have the new design that you have right now from Samsung. Because if the S5 was somewhat of a hit, trust me, you would still be seeing Samsungs with plastic backs. You'll be seeing Samsungs with not as much as the Galaxy S6 came out with. Now, the Galaxy S6 is a beautiful phone, but in comparison to the Note, I want to see something different. People want to see Samsung push the envelope as they did with every other Note phone that came out. They always came out with one brand new innovation with the Note, the newest, the latest and greatest in technology, the most RAM they had in any other phone, and a lot of S Pen functionality. And this one is just on par with the Note 4. So once again, guys, when you guys are watching those reviewers out there and they're bragging about the Note 5 and what an amazing phone it is, yes, it's an amazing phone, and it should be an amazing phone. But in regards to what makes this phone a Note series, and like I explained before, innovation, new technology, pushing the envelope, it does not have it. It is not a Note. This is an extra large Galaxy S6 with an S Pen. And that's what it comes down to. Samsung once again sold out, and to be honest with you, anyone that's a real reviewer could look past the spec sheet, could look past the great design, because the great design was the Galaxy S6. That was the great design. This is a carbon copy of that, and it's not its own phone. With that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to know all you guys' thoughts on the topic. Do you guys think BlackBerry really did kill off the Note lineup? What's your thoughts on the Galaxy Note 5? And do you think the Note 5 is just a ripoff of the Galaxy S6 with a bigger screen and an S Pen? Once again, I appreciate you guys taking the time out to listen to my video and watch my video. Please leave a thumbs up down below.